on to this. The water issues in Tshwane's Hammanskraal are still unresolved years after it was declared unsafe for human consumption. To make matters worse, the contractor appointed to refurbish the Rooiwal Waste Water Treatment plant is said to have abandoned the project. Let's get you a live update with our reporter, Pelane Phakgadi, who's in Hammanskraal for us. Pelane, so the problems persist. Where is the company that was meant to help deal with the problem?
I can tell you, Temegile, that those are the questions that the communities are currently asking, and they believe that they need to be answered as a matter of urgency, because for 16 years they've been waiting for themselves to have at least clean water running through their taps. You do know that about 2-3 years ago, the Human Rights Commission did, of course, indicate that and declare the water in the area unfit for human consumption, and at this current stage there's still no end in sight as far as the crisis is concerned. Let us give you an update, of course, and bring in Dumizulu Ngwanyane. Thank you very much. He's a community activist here in Hammanskraal, not a stranger to Newzroom, of course. There's been no change whatsoever over the years. We do now understand that there's been an advance payment for the Rooiwal water project in itself. Action SA has also been making some noise about it. There's still no change here in the area.
Thanks very much, Pelane, and good day to the viewers at home. Well, like you just alluded now, there hasn't been any change since we've seen the Human Rights Commission, since we've seen Action SA, trying to resolve the issue for the past 2-3 years. So, in essence, what I'm trying to say is, up to date, we still don't have clean drinking water running from our taps.
Yeah. Now, talk to me now about the excitement that you got when they said there was millions of rand being paid to a contractor, and that project is seemingly at halt currently.
You can imagine when, our leaders come down to us and say, guys, we have noticed, we have heard, we have applied, You can imagine old people, youth in this community, I myself as an activist, the joy that came from our hearts, our emotions were very excited to see that at least a commission, politicians, the government people had at least given us a hope that we're going to resolve the issue, but to date we haven't seen any change.
Yeah. Now, just the exacerbation of the challenges that you guys are facing here include load shedding.
Yes.
So you have issues of water, you have electricity issues. How are you guys grappling up?
You can imagine the water purification plant, for it to be able to purify water, the machines in there that I think they are using, they need electricity. If there's load shedding, we don't know what's happening, whether they have a generator backup or what. Even ourselves, when we have to do anything with this water, the least that we can do for it to meet the standard of it being consumed, we need to boil the water. We have to use electricity to cook with this water. If we don't have electricity, it means our basic human rights have been infringed on. We don't have clean drinking water. We also don't have electricity. So it's a matter of not having anything as human beings in South Africa.
Dumizulu Ngwanyane, thank you very much for joining us here. I was just trying to also highlight, of course, if they can just come this side. I just want to show you, Temegile, the people here have to go through to ensure that they go get water on a day-to-day basis. Look at this. I mean, it is a serious plight that people have to go through. I've asked them to stop a bit so you can be able to just note the fact that it's a walking crisis on a daily basis for you to go and get the water here, and it is a problem for the people here in Hammanskraal. They do want their clean drinking water, and the challenges persist with the power cuts, because they cannot boil the water that they do get from their current sources, because that has been a reasonable request to the community to boil their waters before they consume, so that they can be able to deal with any kind of diseases that may come. So Temegile, the plight of the people of Hammanskraal yet to be realized. Challenges, of course, persist, and of course we are still going to be asking questions about that Rooiwal water treatment plant, which is the main problem as to the challenges of the people of Hammanskraal.
Pelane Phakgadi, thank you very much for that. Pelane is in Hammanskraal for us, just outside Pretoria.